Hello, 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 and welcome to Love Seen Heard channel. Of course, it's me, Dee Dee Star, and I'm glad that you all are joining me tonight. Um, Before I get started, it's been a while, right? Not really, but it's been a while on my channel because I was on everybody else's panels having this discussion, and I thought to myself, why not have the discussion on my own channel? Even though I usually don't talk about love and marriage Huntsville much, but this was a conversation I really want to dive into because we had so many speculations about this trio. Let me put them up on the screen for you so you can see who I'm talking about. We're talking about these three. I know you already know, but hey, nevertheless, I just want you to see them. And I got another little screen to put up now. As you can see, I love doing art and being creative. So this gonna be a little new backdrop and my new saying for my channel because I do believe we're gonna be love shining over here. So first of all, let me go ahead and give all my disclaimers. Okay. My first disclaimer is I am not a doctor. I am not a therapist or psychiatrist or any of that sort. I am just a YouTuber with experience who may see things a little bit differently from other people. That's my first disclaimer. Now, the second thing I want to say, and welcome everybody, welcome. I'm going to go through the comments in just a minute, but I got to get all this out. Everything I say on this page is alleged, in my opinion. It's for entertainment, it's for informational purposes. It's for us to be loved, seen, heard, and hopefully we can all grow together on a journey through this life we have. And so, if I say something you don't like, don't be mad. Just give your opinion and we can have a discussion or a conversation. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do. Everybody in the chat, please go ahead and start hitting that like button so we can get some more people in here because I really need to have this conversation. First of all, let me say hello to the people in the chat. Hello, my girl, kicking it with Courtney. What's up? What's up? Good to see you tonight. And I see my other girl, Star Child. Now, really, yeah, all of y'all gets love because I love all of y'all. So, Star Child, I love you too. Hello, the network specialist, I love you. TNTG mom, I love you. How are you all doing tonight? I am so ready to have this conversation. Like, this conversation, I must be really passionate about it because I went on to Silver's Live Monday thinking I'm just going to go up there, say a few things, and I'm going to hop off. Why were we up there for 4 hours? I'm going to link that live. I don't know if she still got it up. She said she was going to break it down. So I'll look for the live and give you that link so you can watch it. But it was a lot of fun. So it took me back to the old times of us talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I just want to ask the people in the chat a question. Did you think, put a one in the chat, if you thought this storyline was going to get so much conversation? Put a two in the chat if you never saw this coming. What you think? One in the chat if you thought this storyline was going to be a great conversational piece, or put a two in the chat if you never saw this coming. I'm gonna wait. Let y'all put what you thinking. Kicking the coordinate said two. The network specialist said two. Star Child said two. Bad Apple said two. I agree. And hello, Bad Apple. I haven't said hello to you yet. And Simone Wealthy, hello, hello. I agree. I agree. I never saw this coming. Now, For those of you who know, you know. I checked out on Love and Marriage Huntsville like last year, but I always try to do the Saturday Night Lives with the Silver because I just enjoy it and we always have fun over there. But I had checked out a while ago because I thought this is not going anywhere. They were icing Mel out, and the storylines was just not good anymore for a minute. But this one is the gift that keeps on giving. I don't think that Carlos or Dr. Heavenly expected what came about with these three interviews. They didn't know. And let me tell y'all, I am very prepared because I took notes. I went back because I'm going to be honest. At first, I didn't watch Trisha's interview until I think it was the network specialist. She always do a live on the different topics on Mrs. Monday. So I watched hers, so I saw it from her. So that was the first time I saw it. Then I went on hers again to see the one about Ken. I don't know if I stayed the whole time because, well, we'll get into that, what I thought about Ken. And then, but this week, because it was Marquez and we all been waiting on his explanations because we all feel like you got some explaining to do, okay? You got some explaining to do. How did this happen? How did this come about? We needed to hear his side of the story. So, to our surprise, Carlos and Dr. Heavenly gave us what we was looking for, okay? So, of course, I'm always giving you the thought about being loved, seeing heard, because I think that's a very important part of all of our lives. No matter who you are, you have that need to be loved, seen, and heard. And this is no different. So, with that being said, I'm going to preface this conversation by really focusing on Trish. And why am I focusing on Trish? Let me show you. Let me show you why I'm focusing on Trish. You see this picture? Where's the truth? Because Trish is all in the middle of this, okay? So we're going to focus the most on Trish, but we're going to break down some of these conversations that we were privy to. And actually, I'm not going to lie, I need more, but we'll get to that. So, starting off with Trish interview, we're going to start with her. Now, Trish, first of all, we all had our opinion of Trish when she came to the show. We heard all the funny, sayings about her. She don't open her mouth to talk. She seemed stiff. She was scared. She was whatever, whatever, whatever. But it was hard to get a read on her at first. I really didn't understand who she was at first until we saw her talk to Martell and she lit the room up. And it was like, wait a minute, who is this girl? She showed us a whole nother side. She never did that with her husband. I mean, not with her husband, sorry. My mistake. With Ken, because they are not married. We'll get in that again. We're gonna talk about that too. Right, Star Child. Lockjaw 304. If you know, you know. So we all were, with our opinions about her, we looking at her, but I kind of felt like it was something else about her. I couldn't put my finger on it because I was kind of staying out of some of the gossip. I didn't all, I really didn't know everything about her as far as what people were saying about her, except, the jokes we were making as the show was going on. Okay. So when she get into her interview, Heavenly, they asked her about herself and they asked her about, what made her really kind of get addicted to working out. So she basically says that, she lost both of her parents and she came up with the concept of being alive at 55. Now, I'm going to be honest, I love it. I love that concept. That's a dope concept, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she does with that. Honestly, I would like to get on her workout regimen. Well, no, not really, because she says she works out 4 to 5 hours a day. I won't be doing that. I can barely do 30 minutes, but in my mind, I'm that girl at the gym. Okay. Y'all about to get some humor out of me too. This is not always what you get, but hey, you like it, you like it, you don't, you don't. This is the side of DD Star that I got to bring out because this is a heavy subject for me. And I just really want to make it a little bit lighter just so I can enjoy it. So, roll with me, okay? But anyway, so she said that she lost both her parents and her sister, and which, I felt for. So she decided to use workout as therapy instead of going to an actual therapist. And I thought to myself, you know what? She probably needs grief therapy. She's probably, I mean, many of us have lost loved ones. We know it's a difficult way to, it's difficult to deal with therapy by yourself. So she felt like working out was the way, but as I get into this, I don't know if working out was probably the best way for her to choose. But we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. Let me see what you're saying in the chat. Let me see. Let me see. Everybody saying hello. I see Bad Apple says swimming is the only workout I want to do. It's the best. Hey, that's true. Swimming, I used to love to do water aerobics. That's a good exercise. Okay, so let me get back. Let me get back. So she mentions that she's very private and she doesn't talk much. And so I said, okay. So that may explain the way, why she was kind of stiff and seemed like she was very uncomfortable in all her scenes. Maybe that's the problem because she's very shy, and maybe she's timid. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So the first question out the box that turned the whole conversation around was when Dr. Heavenly basically asked her, "Where's Ken?" Because he was supposed to be on this interview too. So the look on her face was very interesting, but this is how she answered. She said his schedule, he had to go away on for schedule reasons, basically. That's what she said. And of course I'm gonna paraphrase because I don't want to say exactly what she said. I'm gonna put it in my way of what I got from the interview. So just roll with me. So then she said, "But I love you, Dr. Heavenly, and I listen me and him." That's what she said. We listen every Monday. We listen every Monday. And he didn't know how it was going to go. But we love you, Dr. Heavenly. I love the way you talk. I love that you did da 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 da. She was going on. She seemed a little hyped about Dr. Heavenly, like, So I'm saying, okay, this is gonna go, you know, a pretty good interview. But this is a different side of Trish that we've seen on the show. So I'm really intrigued now. So then she said that let's see. Dr. Heavenly kept messing up and calling Carlos Martel. Martel was on the brain, so she just kept saying that, kept saying that. So she said, "Well, I'm just gonna ask you about training Martel." Basically, she wanted to get into that scenario about her training Martel. So she kind of alluded to the fact that she was supposed to be training him, and she was referred to him by a cast member. Okay. So they got into the discussion of who the possible cast member is. Now, all of us that's in this sector that's been channel to channel to channel, we pretty much have decided it's Chris, but there have been a few people who said Courtney. I don't think it's Courtney, and I'll tell you the reason why as we go on, but I do believe it's Chris. So we got that part. Now, then she says that she met Ken 2 years after she had met the Martell situation, basically, and her sister had just passed. So then I thought, okay, so she's saying she was in a vulnerable state, right? Oh, okay. So I'm just envisioning because remember, I'm married. I've been married, it'll be 25 years coming up in September. So I'm thinking as a married woman that's been with a person for a long time, what would cause you to be in a situationship like this? This is what I'm thinking. Never done it before, but I was just thinking, like, how did she get here? So when she mentioned that her sister passed, and like I said before, she decided to use the gym as her therapy. She's in a vulnerable moment. She's going to the gym. She see this dude that she think is fine. They having conversation. And I'm gonna tell you a secret about me. Most women, if you don't like a man, you might look at him and say, "Oh, he's ugly, unattractive. He's not my type, whatever." But if you continue to have a conversation with him, he might get you. So women beware, for real. Because most women, we love conversation. Okay, and so that was where I was going in my brain when she said that. So I made my own scenario that happened. Now we just dealing with the conversation with Trish right now. So this was my thinking when I looked at this. Trish, she's depressed, she's sad, she's grieving, she going to the gym, she's working out, and then this dude beside her looking fly. He got the muscles, he da 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 da. He's saying sweet nothings to her. She telling him, I just lost my family members, I'm going through a lot, blah, 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 blah. The conversation ensues. They just keep on talking. Next thing they know, before, they can even think about anything else, they done start hooking up or going out somewhere, spend a little more time talking on the phone. You know how it go. There's only one problem with that whole scenario. I haven't discussed it yet, but I might as well. She's a married woman. Oh, okay. So she didn't talk about that when she talked about meeting Ken, but we know this on the back end. So now I'm thinking, you knew you was married. How did you get here? Okay, we're gonna discuss it. Then she made this statement that I thought was profound. See if y'all got this. She said that she's softer with Ken. Hmm. So you telling me that you've been married all these years, however, you're softer with Ken, not your husband? That was interesting to me. And so I was thinking, okay, why would she be softer with Ken? So this is all what I'm thinking about, okay, when I'm listening to her interview with Dr. Heavenly and, CK. Because I just thought that was interesting. So then she was saying, she made this statement. As they kept talking, she said that her divorce is a disaster. But I paid for it. She made sure to say that because they were laughing about the fact that he said let's go half on it. So let me take a pause right here. Let's go back to the comments, see what y'all talking about in the comments. And please feel free to share some of your thoughts as we going along, because I'm gonna drop the link later so we can have a more in-depth discussion. But this is just my thoughts on it, okay? So this is y'all inside my brain right now. So network especially said, and I need to add the comment. It's looking like she used the gym to meet men. We gonna get there. Simone Wealthy, welcome. If I didn't say hello before, she says, how does an engineer with what I assume is a demanding job with 2 kids, multiple boyfriends, work out 45 hours a day? I need proof she's an engineer or even worse. I'm with you, Simone. I'm with you. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm with you. Okay. Courtney is reminding you all to please hit the like button. If you haven't done it already, please do. Please do. The network specialist says again, who the hell works out 4 to 5 hours a day with all that going on? That's our question, right? Okay. Bad Apple say, didn't she already say it was Chris? No, actually, Bad Apple, they kind of left that because they said it's going to be discussed on the show. So they wouldn't really give us that information. Okay. So then Courtney says, Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still trying to learn how to navigate all this, so bear with me, bear with me. Courtney said, then she said, after the 4 to 5 hours, she might work out again. Ma'am, that's too much. I'm telling you, it's craziness, okay? I can't do it. I can't do it. TNTG mom says, Trish bed workout. Whoa. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. So you see how I already got my thoughts in my head, how she done hooked up with Ken at the gym. Cause that was what we thought. That they met at the gym, right? Okay. So then network specialist says, let's see. Oops, oops, oops. I'm losing my place. Oh, let me see. Where did I go? I lost my place. Oh, network specialist says that was one of my perspectives is that Martell put that Mac game on her and she got weak. Ooh. And then she also says because she was the man in the relationship with her husband. Uh, uh, uh. That's deep. TNTG mom says she's not a good liar. We all agree with that. We all agree. Hello, hello, Linda Campbell. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, as we going down, everybody's saying hello. Network specialist says she should pay for it. She has moved on and has a whole new dude. We gonna get there. We gonna get there because that's facts. And then everybody's saying hello. And Linda Gamble, she said Trisha is manly. She too manly. Hey, I thought that from the first time I looked at her. Yeah, she is. But you know, some bodybuilding women, they like to look like that. Okay, I'm tired of them smiling at me, so I'm gonna put my other background back up just because love is shining in here, and I just can't keep looking at them like that. But we're gonna go back to that picture in a minute. Okay, so let me get back. Let me get back. Now, then she said, she went back to the conversation. Hey, Jersey girl, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. She said, Dee Dee, hello, waiting on your input to break this cold case wide open. I'm breaking it down. You know, I don't want to have to go back through it, but you got me, Jersey girl. Just hit that replay later, but you'll catch up because, we getting into it. We on Trish interview right now because it was just some things that she said that stood out to me. And I did give a scenario of how she could be in this situation with Ken, even though she's married. So let me get back. So she talked about Martell, right? She talked about Martell, and she said that what he did basically was causing problems. And the comments. She blamed us, okay? Y'all keep windmilling in them comments, talking crazy. She blamed y'all. She said y'all are the reason that Ken be getting upset. Okay. She said it's because of y'all. All y'all got something to say. And because you got something to say, y'all ended up making them have a whole blow up to the point that Ken went out of town for work. Remember, that's what she said. I'm just going by what she said now. I am kind of paraphrasing in my own way from what I got from it, but that's what I got. She said it was because of y'all and it's on social media. It was your fault that Ken had to leave and go to work and then make Heavenly and Carlos King interview. That's what she said. That is exactly what she said. And then Heavenly starts big up in Ken Doll. I like to call him Ken Doll myself. She basically was big up in Ken. Now, have y'all noticed something in this interview? I want one person in the chat. We're gonna play a little game. I want to have fun with this. This I'm gonna give y'all some trivia tonight. Can one person in the chat tell me out of the things that we've already discussed? Because I'm almost done with her interview. What is something she left out of the interview so far that we haven't heard nothing about? Really? It's a couple of things, but I want to see if y'all thinking what I'm thinking. If you remember her interview, I'll wait. Let me go back up and say hello to the new people coming in. Hey, Regina B. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love, Key. How you doing, ma'am? Good to see you tonight. Let's see who else. CDW. Hello, hello. Welcome. Rory X is my girl. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody in here, most of us know each other, but just in case you have not subscribed, subscribe to Kicking It with Courtney, the network specialist, Rory X. All of them are great content creators. And believe me, if you over there in their chats, I'm over there most of the time. If I'm not over there, I'm in the bushes. So please, subscribe to all of their channels. They are good content creators. And I'm honored that you all are here tonight. Really. So okay, did anybody guess? I'm gonna give a few like a little minute or so because I'm gonna move on because this is a lot. It's a lot to go through 3 hours of interview, but I'm gonna do it. Did anybody think about something that Trish never brought up through her interview? For real. I'm just wondering. Okay, Rory X says she only saw part of the interview. Jersey Girl said, which person's interview? Oh, we're on Trish right now. We starting with Trish because let me show you. Let me show you, Jersey Girl. For all the people who wouldn't, I know y'all saw the thumbnail, but I'm gonna show it again. So we starting with Trish because as you see, she's in the middle. All of this begins with her. So we're gonna start with her and we're gonna end with her because actually this is her situation more than the two men. They just, along for the ride, in my opinion. Star Child said the divorce network specialist says she's thinking. Okay. Okay. This what I thought was very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. What I thought was interesting is in her interview, she talked a lot about her and Ken, but she almost acted like that Marquez was a afterthought. Like she didn't really describe how they got together. Cause remember now, we already know the situation to a degree. So you coming into this interview, we know you married, we know you got kids, we know you got a side dude. However, you left part of that conversation out. She talked about her family, and that's why she wanted to work out. But the only thing she talked about her marriage for real was that the divorce is a disaster. That's a key point. So we're gonna keep that there. Please, y'all, remember that because it's gonna come back up again. I just wanna, tell y'all that little point, okay? Now, Heavenly, like I said, she started big up in. Did I say hello to Regina? I'm sorry if I didn't, Regina. Good to see you here too. But Heavenly started big up in Kendall, talking about how much of a great man he is, how he bought the kids a car. Now notice, she Heavenly is saying all this good stuff about Ken. Now you can kind of say maybe, Trish was a little mad at Ken, so she was not really in the mood to be really big up in him and stuff. She was just letting Heavenly say what Heavenly was gonna say. What I found interesting though, did y'all notice that Trish didn't correct Heavenly about the car? Because you know that's gonna come back up. Okay, we're gonna talk about that too. Then she started talking about how she was dating her husband since the 10th grade. This is the end of the interview when she gets into this, okay? She's dating her husband since the 10th grade. She didn't then she talks about how Ken didn't want to get married until a year ago. That made me think, like, wait a minute. He didn't want to get married at first, but now he does. What would make him want to get married? This is my opinion. They started filming the show a year ago, right? In my opinion, because Ken Doll is who he is, Ken was looking for a beautiful wedding on this show. If you think it so, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into it. Because how did you go from not wanting to get married to all of a sudden you want to be married? And the common denominator is you are now on a reality show. Because Trish is still the same person. You still a side dude. But all of a sudden, now you want to get married. I wonder why. My opinion, you want to get married because you're trying to have one of those fairy tale weddings. And I can see Trish wanting that too. Because as we talk about Trish and Marquez, marriage situation, I can see Trish wanting a big, beautiful wedding. Because, most of the time on those reality shows, when they have those wedding specials, it's free. It gets paid for by the network. And, they don't really have to do anything but show up. So I can see how, that's something they would want. That's just a thought. It don't have to be true. Everything here is alleged. It's in my opinion and what I saw from these interviews. Okay, let's get back to the mess. Let me put my other picture up here, because I just have to change them up a little bit, just a little bit. And I want to say hello to Soul Star Music Lover. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. And as we already stated before, if you have not, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, I'm going on. So then Trish gets back into the conversation about her and Kendall, and I call him Kendall, and I'm gonna tell you why when I get to him. Kendall, they had an argument over social media. Now, at this point, now Trish is looking uncomfortable, okay, because she's telling her truth, and Heavenly kind of cuts her off and saying, "No, no, 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 don't say that, don't say that." But Trish was saying what she really felt. Trish was really saying what she felt. So she said he's on the road. And then Carlos asked, "Have you talked to him?" She basically said no. And then she let us know because, Heavenly is encouraging her how Heavenly does. Because, if you watched Heavenly at any time period, she loves Daddy. Daddy is the best man in the world, the perfect husband. She been with him for so many years or whatever. So her thinking was, girl, you gonna lose that good man. Cause remember, Heavenly was talking about how great he was the whole basically her whole interview. You gonna lose that great man. So you need to tell him how good he is. You need to do this, do that. Trish was not impressed. Okay. So then because the fact that she hadn't talked to him and he out of town was very telling to me. But I'm gonna tell you why when we get to Kendall, because Kendall is something else. So then she makes the mention that basically she's not afraid to lose him. S- I was like, dang, Trish. So you could take him or leave him, right? You know, she could take him or leave him. So that's my ending with Trish. That's how crazy that interview was, and it was short. Cause my notes on Kendall. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all know how you get you notebook paper, right? I got 2 pages of notes, front and back, for Mr. Kendall. That's how much I was tripping over his interview. Okay, are y'all ready for this? Let me see. Is anybody new in the chat that I need to say hello before I get ready? If it is, please let me know. Let me read some of these comments. Getting back to the comments, everybody's saying hello. Soul Star Music Lover says Dee Star Kimmy and Fathead Maurice did the exact same thing. Waited till LMH got picked up and season 1 got married. Sure did. Sure did. It sounded like they was kind of broke to me, but I don't know. That's my opinion. Allegedly. We don't know. We don't know. Okay. Network specialist says, according to Marquez, he don't see them being together for long. Sure did. He did say that. We gonna get to that. We are going to get to that. Y'all stay with me. Stay with me. Network specialist said again, yeah, Trish says she cares, but she don't care. Okay. That was telling. Soul Star Music Lover said, TNT G Mom, hello. Oh, she was saying hello. Hope everything's well. TNT G Mom said, Trish ain't no good. And I'm with Jersey Girl. Facts. The network specialist when he said they are together all the time. Girl, we about to get there. We got to talk about Ken Doll, okay? And then Soul Star Music Lover said Trish is the real life Wanda from In Living Color. What? I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Girl, okay, this is crazy. So let's let me preface this by saying I'm going to talk my stuff because I remember, and y'all stay with me. I was on a live one day and I said, Ken may be a narcissist. Ken is not the man we think he is. In some, matter of fact way. I ain't say it exactly like that because I never remember really what I say. But, I said something like that. And I was talking about something about him just wasn't right to me. It didn't have nothing to do with him being dark skinned with muscles. It didn't have nothing to do with that. But I remember I kept calling him Captain Save 'em from day one. I felt like he was y'all remember E40. What did he say? Is it can I save her? I know I'm showing my age. And then they say, I wanna be saved, go to church. Okay. We gonna get back. Sorry, y'all. I went back. I went back to the 90s. That's my favorite time period. But anyway, so stay with me, stay with me. I just something about Ken just did not sit well with me. He was too perfect to me. And I kept saying, why? Now we already done talked about how Trish was stiff, she wasn't this, she wasn't that, lockjaw 304. Everybody said all the stuff. But with Ken Doll, we was like, Ken Doll is that man. He loved her, he taking care of her, they work out together, they fit together. Even though we forgot she was married, but we not gonna talk about that. We're gonna just stay on Kendall. We're gonna stay on Kendall. So we was really into the looks of Ken, what it all looked like. And for me, just in my experience, sometimes when it looked too perfect, there's some cracks in there somewhere that somebody probably just took some glue, you know what I'm saying? And shaped it all around where you can't really tell where the cracks are. Okay, I'm gonna get into it, but you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. So let me see. Let me see. Somebody said something, and I was trying to go back to it. The network specialist. Oh, she said facts. They saying exactly. Star Child. Thank you, Star Child. She said she remember me saying that. Soul Star Music Lover says, sure not. Didi Star, that dude is a sneaky link. And he moved in with Trish. I thought that was his house. He's probably another Martell. We gonna get to girl. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. Okay. So we mm, I saw it. I saw it. Okay, so Ken starts off. First of all, when he said his excuse was, he took the boys. I don't know who the boys are. Maybe it was Trish's son and some of his friends or something. They went somewhere, they were on the road, and he knew he had this appointment, so he pulled over so he can make his interview. That's noble. That sounds like a good man. Okay. So I'm with him. I'm listening. So then, he starts talking about how he's from Ohio and how he moved to Atlanta. I mean, not Atlanta, I'm sorry. Alabama at 9. I'm thinking about Marquez. I done jumped, y'all. Stay with me, stay with me. He talked about he moved to Alabama at 9. And, you know, he said that he, was kind of around Trish. Now this where it started getting a little tricky, okay? Y'all stay with me, stay with me. Ken Doll said that him and Trish knew each other because they in the workout scene, but mostly over the internet. And I was like, over the internet? What? So you didn't know her? What are you talking about? Over the internet. Okay. So then he said, now remember, from the beginning, we heard that they okay, we're gonna get to it. Whatever. We're gonna get to it. Because I was so confused right here. He said that they knew each other from working out, but they didn't actually meet until 21-22, 2021-22, 2022. So he really never said when they actually met at first over the internet. I was curious about that, but he never really actually said, okay? So then he said he met her in the gym. And at first he was scared of her. Do y'all remember that? Oh, Ken Doll with the big muscles was scared of Trish. That's what he said. He said he almost ran away, because basically he was trying to say he was intimidated. That's what he was trying to say. Trent, Ken, I'm saying Trend because that's what I'm thinking about in my mind now. Trend, that's a new name. But Ken Doll was intimidated by Trish. That's what he said. Now y'all tell me, give me a 1 in the chat if Trish is intimidating. Give a 2 in the chat if you think that's bull, BS. Y'all tell me. Cause I think he was trying to have a certain kind of look about himself when he said this. What y'all think? Y'all think I'm right about this? Y'all think I'm on a roll with this? Or what y'all thinking? Come on, somebody in the chat. Hey, to Latrice, welcome, welcome. We just now getting started on Kendall's interview. Okay, so some people saying one that maybe he was intimidated. What did I say? Y'all know what? I forgot what I said because I saw two Latrice. I had to say hello and I forgot. Well, anyway, we're gonna get on back to it. We're gonna get back to it. Also, Grace and Mercy, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button, please, if y'all can. So he thought she was a dyke. And I read that out loud. Star Child, I'm gonna get you. I love you though. You know I love you. That's a conversation for the Patreon, but I love you. I just read it out anyway. But yeah, so let's get back to it. He was intimidated. That's what he said. He almost took off running. He said he almost took off running. Why would he almost take off running when he's this muscle man, Mr. Universe type? You remember how Arnold Schwarzenegger used to look in the Mr. Universe? I used to watch all that stuff, and he was all built and cut and all of that. And every time I go to Ken Doll's dark skin Ken page, it cracks me up because he's a black version of Arnold Schwarzenegger to me. That's just what I see. Okay, back to the interview. Y'all stay with me, stay with me. I'm tripping tonight. I'm trying to make this light because I really can't understand. So he said, so then of course, Heavenly ready to get in the dirt. She wants the juice. She like, look, he taking too long. So she just so either I can't remember if it was Heavenly or CK that said it, but one of them said, so that's when the chocolate emojis came came about. So this is what this fool said. Oh no, that was kind of like a little joke. Like she would just send me like, the strong arm emojis and the chocolate emoji. That was just like encouragement for us working out. Huh? That's what his answer was. That's what he said. He said it was encouragement, them chocolate emojis. He didn't mean nothing bad. And then Heavenly said, was she trying to say it was like one of them? Because I was getting Heavenly and Carlos mixed up because I really didn't care what they were saying. I was mostly focused on Ken Doll because I was trying to see if I pegged him right, and I did. But one of them said, oh, so she was basically saying like chocolate, melt in your mouth, not in your hands. He's like, oh no, 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 not like that. No, no. At this point, we was just, encouraging each other to work out. That's what they was doing. They was just encouraging each other to work out. So Heavenly says, so do you think that's appropriate? Basically. And he said, oh yeah, I always knew about her husband. Yeah, I already made me aware of her past with her husband. I thought that was telling too. So y'all stay with me. So to me, I'm gonna tell y'all what I wrote in my notes. To me in my notes, he was saying that he was a better man than her husband. He didn't say it, but that's implied. Because he basically was saying that Trish told him the bad stuff that was going on in her marriage, and he's a better man. That's what I got from it. I might be, reaching, but y'all let me know what you think, because that's what I got. So then he said, Oh, this another thing I said. He tries to make it seem like they were a secret love affair. That's what he's talking about, Marquez. He said he trying to talk about these chocolate emojis like it was a secret love affair or something. That's what he trying to say. That's what he said. Ken doll. You know the muscle man, the big dark muscle man. Yeah. So and going back to Bad Apple, I think you put it in here. I saw it. Muscular Eddie Winslow, definitely. Corny and lame, definitely. I peeped that from the jump. But I was trying to give him a little some, when he first came on the scene, because I really wanted to hear his perspective. So getting back, he said, at first it was all about fitness. And then I noticed something while he's talking about this little time period, because I went back to the video with this interview. I had already seen Marquez. So in my thought process, I said, he never seemed to mention that he was in a relationship in this time period. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So then Heavenly asked him about, if you're married, do you think it's appropriate to go to a married woman's page? Or she was saying, like, if a woman come to your page, you're a married man, and a woman come to your page, however she was saying it, do you think that's appropriate? He said it don't bother him. I said, yeah, because you a side dude, so it don't bother you. Why would it bother you? You're okay with this. Anyway, so then she was like, shouldn't he be seeking training from a man or workout stuff from a man instead of coming to a married woman's I don't see no problem with it if they just talking about working out. That's all it is, Ken Doll, because he don't have no problems. He perfect. He perfect. Remember that, okay? He perfect. Let me get back to the comments a little bit. So everybody saying hello. Um, let me see. Y'all, I wish I could make this bigger, because some of this time I can't even read this stuff. But she said, dang, you guys are out tonight. I'm seeing people. Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, Soul Star Music Lover. I'm glad I was able to bring them out. I'm glad. You make me want to sing that song. Bring them out, bring them out. Oh, okay, never mind. Y'all, this is the silly part of me. It's late. I got off work. I took a nap, so I'm hyped. So, roll with me tonight. Y'all might not be used to me like this, but this is who I am. Okay. So Latrice says, I tried those supplements. Okay, okay, cool. Hey, you gonna have to share that with me. I'm gonna ask you about that later. Everybody saying hello. Soul Star Music Lover said Ken was lying. His big earth's off. Okay, we already know. We on the same page. Everybody saying hello. Jersey Girl said Ken sneaky nice on the outside and AB inside. Jersey Girl, we on the same. I'm seeing you. You with me? You with me? Roll React said, I agree. He think he's better, like Arion, basically. Okay. Simone Wealthy, everything that Lockjaw and Huck says is scripted for real. They've been told what to say to build this storyline and throw Marquez under the bus. We gonna get there, Simone, because you are never lying. Okay, we getting down to the bottom. Uh Madeline Beauty, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. She said Ken is doing too much, and that's facts. Everybody saying hello. Let's see. She said, oh, two Latrices agreeing with Simone Wealthy. She said, exactly. Ken was definitely into the role, but his dirt that's being aired. Okay. Then Roriak said Ken was her gym husband. You right on. You right where I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. Music Soul Star Music Lover says, always tell bad stuff to gain sympathy. Trish is like a dude on the for real. Everybody saying hello. We rolling with you. Thank you to Latrice. Thank you, because I need you to roll with me. This is a side of me that a lot of people don't get to see, but I can be funny sometime in my own way. I'm serious a lot, but tonight I can't be serious. She said, Jersey Girl said Trish seems nervous around him. Two, she can't look him in the face. We gonna get there, Jersey girl. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Two, Latrice says Trisha's Ken's project. Why are y'all in my head? Wait a minute. I got 2 pages of notes. I got to get all this out. Y'all are in my head. And two, Latrice says she allows him to take the role because CDL money is good change. Okay. Bad Apple said Martell is the only one she can look in the face and speak clearly with. It's funny how that happens, right? Everybody saying hello. Okay, we at the end. Jersey girl said exactly. When I tell you y'all hitting all the points for real, because that's exactly what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. So I'm going on down. They talked about. He said he don't care. He don't see it a problem if a man is in a married woman's DM asking her about training. You know, because I guess that's what workout people do. Hey, Miss You Love, I didn't see you in here. Hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. So we getting on down. Then she said. Then he says. Um. he was talking about the fact of how he felt about the Martell situation. And he said if you leave it open, people gonna come to their own conclusions. So she should have just told the story. She should have did this. She should have did that. But he made sure to let us know, but I don't care because it was before me. And it don't matter to me that this happened with Martell. Long as it was before me, I don't care. He kept trying to allude to that. Okay. So then Heavenly's thing is, but why did she lie? Basically, if you with this dude and y'all so in love, you on this show, it happened years ago. Why did you lie? Why did you lie? And I do have a theory about that I'm gonna get back to. So then she said that she said this is what Ken said that Trish told him about the circumstances with Martell, that she didn't want him to think what everybody else was thinking. Huh? Ma'am, he came on a show and did not know that you had previously supposedly was about to almost work out with Martell, and he is a man of the gym who loves to work out because that's his claim of fame. That's all we see is Ken Doll's abs and all these body parts that he works so hard for. So why wouldn't he want to know that you almost kind of sort of was about to had a discussion with Martell on working out? Why wouldn't he want to hear that? Come on, yeah. Come on, y'all. For real. This is what Candace saying to me. Saying to us. Saying to us. I felt like I was talking to him, but saying to us. So then I'm still in my this is what I wrote in my note right after that. But why would she care when she's still married? Because that's still in my mind. As I said before, for the ones who just came in, I am a married woman of almost 25 years. And I really had to think about this hard because I've never cheated on my husband. Now, we all have passes, and I ain't gonna get in that tonight, but hey, I done some things in my 20s, but one day we'll talk about it. It just won't be today. Because this is about Trish, Ken, and Marquez, and I'm not telling my mess tonight. But anyway, back to the story. So that's what I was thinking, like this whole time, but she's married. So you talking as if you have a right to be with this woman and everything is good, but you never mentioned the fact the whole time she's still married. Okay, we're gonna get back to this. Okay. So then, okay, sorry y'all. It's a gnat trying to attack me and I'm not having it. But anyway, let me get back. Let me get back. So then he said that she's his woman. Okay. I do got a story time about this. I do got to tell y'all something because this get kind of triggered me a little bit when he said this, but this is a joke too. He said, she is my woman and I understand her and I'm going to always have her back. That's what he said. Now, on the outside looking in, if you just looking at Ken Doll on the surface, you'll be thinking, darn, that's a good man. He got his woman back. It ain't even a lot of black men out here that got their women back. But Ken got his woman back, even though she almost shoulda, woulda, coulda discussed working out, maybe training Martell some years ago, and she's still married through this whole time, but he got her back. So y'all better stop windmilling in them comments and saying the crazy stuff y'all saying. That's why he mad at y'all. But anyway, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back. So he said, I know for a fact, that's what he said, that she is not a woman that sleep around. Y'all, that's drop the mic. She don't sleep around. She's married. You're her side dude. She had a shoulda, woulda, coulda, almost relationship training thing with Martell. Huh? What are you talking about? But she don't sleep around. Or is he saying she ain't sleeping around since she been with me? I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand his thinking, okay? Because we at the point right now where we in Ken's mind. We in Ken's mind. We trying to figure out how is Ken coming up. Ken Doll, Hulk, Eddie Winslow look-alike, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Universe pageant winner. We trying to figure out how is he coming up with these things in his head that he's allowing this to actually come out of his mouth. Okay, let me get back to the comments because I'm that right there shook me. Okay, let me get back to the comments just a little bit. Okay, everybody hit the like button, please. Um, let me see. Where did I miss? Okay. Network specialist said, well, which one is it, Ken? Did she sleep with him or not? Whether it was before your time or not. Okay, that's a good question. Missy Love said, Trish and Ken make my head hurt. Are you, let me tell you, it took me 2 days to go through all this madness and really sit down and think about it because I couldn't understand who is this person? Okay, and she also says the lies and the trickle truth is too much to decipher. It really is. But you know what, Miss You Love? If you're gonna get to know me, I love this. This is the type of stuff I like to untangle because it really don't make sense to the average person, not even me, but I'm just getting a kick out of, trying to make sense of it so I can share it. To Latrice, to Latrice said, that's when I knew he was a fool. Facts. She's only 7.5% his woman, and the rest are the kids and Marquez. Okay? For real, that's facts. Network specialist said, looks like she might have your back. Whose house y'all living? Okay, that part. We ain't got to that yet, because, yeah, we going to get to that. Okay, everybody, not the 7.5%. For real, she put it in percentage terms. I ain't even gonna be able to lose it out of my head. That is 7.5%. Raw Reactor said yes, at least 3 ninjas in the room that has seen her. Yes. My child is listening, so I ain't gonna repeat it, but I got you. Because I know how she is. She always sneaking around the corner, lurking, trying to see what I'm talking about. I got a 12-year-old. You know how it is. So, but I got you, Ro Reacts. We here, we here. Bad Apple said, I wonder if Ken is sterile. Oh, we gonna get to that too. He seems to be compensating for something with other people's kids. When I tell y'all, we here, you my peoples, y'all are my peoples. Let me tell y'all something. Everything y'all are saying except the 7.5%. That's a good one. I didn't even think of that, too, Latrice. But y'all are in my head. Why did I stay up all night trying to decipher this? All I had to do was come live and talk to y'all. Y'all are in my head. So before I get back to this interview, because I got to break it up a little bit because the insanity is real with this man. When he said, she is my woman, I got a small story time. I'm going to interject for this small intermission to tell y'all about something that happened to me when I first got married, when I was about to get married, and me and my husband was engaged. So I had this ex-boyfriend that, you know, he hurt my feelings. You know, I really, really liked him and everything. And he was acting like he really wanted to be with me. And then we broke up. You know how it go. But he had a son. And at this time, I don't have no kids. And I fell in love with his son. So, you know, I'm thinking we going to be together forever. I'm going to be a wonderful stepmother, all that. Well, that didn't happen. But then I get engaged to my husband, you know, some years later, whatever. But you know what happened, right? Here he comes again. So honestly, it was funny because his son lived with him and he was about 5 years old. And so he had to go to court with his baby mama. So he politely calls me to be a witness in their child custody case because I know how good he takes care of his child. You know that was a ploy, right? You know that was a ploy because he know I'm about to get married. So why did he do me like this? So you know I'm young. So now I'm confused because he done got in my head a little bit. So I'm just like, don't know what to do. And I did what Trish did. You know, when Trish came home and was eating dinner with Ken and she decided to go on and tell him about what happened, how Martell ignored her. So, you know, I kind of did that to my husband at the time, my husband to be. I just politely came home and just was like, you know, well, I'm gonna say Mr. Such and such wanted me go to court with him because you know his baby mama trying to take the little boy and he been having him and now all of a sudden she want custody and da 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 da. And my husband said, "You my woman, so I'm gonna tell you like this: you can go over there and you can help him out, but then you call me when you get your stuff together." I think I fell in love that day. So I can see how Trish felt for Ken when he say stuff like this. Because I don't know about y'all, but that's the kind of sexy thing when a man say, "You my woman. I ain't letting nobody come in between this." But you know, I mean, I'm just saying, short little story time. But I always laugh at that when I think about it. But it's 25 years later, okay? I am actually married. This is not a man that I was just messing. Okay, anyway, back to the story. That's just my little small, you know, intermission. Okay, so then Ken, this is something that I didn't know, y'all. I did not know that Stormy brought them to the show. I don't know how I missed that, but for whatever reason, I didn't know that Stormy brought them to the show. So that's what they mentioned, that Stormy brought them to the show. He said that he didn't know a lot about Martell, but he keeps saying it happened before him. He keeps saying it happened before him. He keeps making that statement. Well, it happened before me. It happened before me. This fool. Okay. Then he said, but he's not going to beat. Did y'all catch that? Let me say that one more time. He said, I'm not going to beat her. I mean, he corrected himself. I'm not going to get mad about it. Go back and watch it. He definitely said that. And I definitely wrote that down. Because he said, oh, beat. I said, did he say beat? I actually went back a little bit because I wanted to hear him say that. I'm not going to beat. Why would you beat her? I'm just saying, this is my mind. Y'all tell me what y'all think. So then, um, this is what I asked. This is in my notes. This is what I asked. How can she be honest as a married woman? You're the side dude. Cause he said she's honest. She don't never lie to him and he know everything. But how can she be honest to him when she couldn't have been honest to her husband? Cause you are the side dude. It just keeps coming back. I don't understand that. Okay. So then Heavenly asked, how do you have so much confidence in her? Because I was thinking the same thing. Heavenly took it out of my mouth. How you got all this confidence about her? Do you know what this fool said? And I wrote this down. He said he knows because she was a security blanket to him. Then over time, he became like a security blanket to her. So he know what they got. Y'all don't know. All of y'all in the chat, you think you know. But evidently you don't know because Ken Doll told us. Now, This is the relationship they have. No matter what y'all think, this is what it is. She is his security blanket. So I'm gonna go back to that comment. Who said it? What was that? I think it was the network specialist. What did you say about him living with her? Oh yeah, that part. Somebody said it in the chat. Somebody said it in the chat. Yeah, that part. Cause he basically said that in my head. He said she is a security blanket to him. That was really profound to me. Okay. This Mr. Ken, strong man with the muscles, she the security blanket for him. So then, then he flips the script a little bit. So y'all notice the whole time he big up in her. This my woman. No matter what, I'm not leaving her. Whatever happened with her and Martell, that might have, could have been, should have been, possibly the training session. It don't matter because she my woman. I'm gonna be with her. But then he said he wanted us to know that he could have. He said, don't get it. Basically, he said, don't get it twisted. This is my words. Don't get it twisted. I can have any woman I want any day of the week. That's what he said, because he Ken Doll, the dark skinned Ken with the muscles, Mr. Universe, Eddie Winslow look-alike. Don't get it twisted. If he wanted any woman, he can have her, okay? So no woman can make him be dumb. That's what he said. He said he ain't dumb for no woman. He know what it is with Trish. He's not dumb for Trish, because if he really want to, he said, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just letting you know that I'm confident. I know what I bring to the table. I know I got good looks. I know I'm successful, and I know what I offer. So can't no woman do nothing to me and make me look dumb or feel dumb, because I know I can leave and get anybody. That's what he said, y'all. So he flipped the script a little bit on us. Was y'all listening to that? Because the whole interview, he talked about how it was basically a lullaby to me. I was about to fall asleep because everything was so wonderful and perfect. But now he wanted Heavenly to know, don't be trying to act like I'm some simp. That's what he wants y'all to know. Then he says, after that, right after that, because see, Trish got her issues. She has an awful attitude, hard to talk to, and all of that stems from her past relationships. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. That was the first page of my notes. Can y'all see where I'm going? This is craziness. That's just the first page of notes. But that's what he said. He said that she got issues. She got a bad attitude. Because, I think Heavenly was kind of hitting some of them soft spots, because she started seeing through Ken like we've seen through Ken. Because remember now, on Trish interview, she was bigging him up. She telling Trish, you got a good man. He bought your child a car. Don't go with a day without talking to him. You need to be doing this. You need to be. She was giving her so much marital and relationship advice and telling her what she need to do for her man. But then on the flip side, Ken said, I can have any woman I want, really. She know. She know I ain't dumb like that. Not like you all thinking I'm dumb. I'm not that dumb. But I have stuff I have to deal with Trish. She got a bad attitude. What did he say? Let me see what I wrote down again. She got an awful attitude, hard to talk to, and that stems from her past relationships. That's what he said about this girl that he ain't gonna never leave because he love her so much. Okay. So then he says it again. This is the next page of notes I wrote. Trish can be too much. But sometimes that's hard to deal with because he's the backbone to a lot of people. And he feel like, now notice how he flipped the script. Now y'all remember at first he was talking about, because she my woman. What did he say? She my woman and I understand her and I'm gonna always have her back. I'll never leave. To this, she's supposed to be a safe place for me. Huh? I thought she was. Wasn't she the security blanket on the other one? She was the Did I miss something? Do y'all remember he said she was the security blanket and over time he became the security blanket for her? I'm just asking. Did I miss it? So then he talks about so heavenly now she pushing that, she pushing that button. She pushing it. So then she said basically she wanted to get into the fact that he missed a interview the last week. So she want to know. She want an explanation. I guess the explanation Trish gave really wasn't sufficient, which we all know it wasn't because she really didn't make sense. But now she want to hear from him. So he said that, yeah, he got a little upset and, I'd rather leave than anything to happen. So he said he went and got him a hotel in another state and he left about 2 to 3 days. Now, I don't know about y'all, but what I was thinking was I can understand you being upset and wanting to leave because you don't want anything to happen or it to go bad or whatever the case. And she got kids. So if it's a blow up, I can understand him leaving. What I don't get is why you had to go to another state because there's plenty of hotels in Huntsville. Matter of fact, they're building new ones all the time. Ask Marceau. Okay, that was a side joke. But anyway, if you get it, you get it. But yeah. So why did you have to leave the state to blow off some steam to get away from her so you won't be arguing with her when there's plenty of hotels in the city? I don't know about y'all, but I thought that was weird. Okay, let me go back to the comments. Let me let me go back to the comments. I forgot where I left off. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all are in these comments. I forgot where I left off. I'm gonna just start here with network specialist said, and they got to tell more lies to keep up with the first lie. That's facts. Um, to Latrice said, I missed that beat. Oh yeah, cause he said, I'm not gonna be mad at her. Go back and listen to it, cause I went back a little bit just so I can hear it for real. Cause I wanted to share the truth with y'all. I didn't want to make all this stuff up, even though I am a little bit, but I wanted to, tell most of the truth. TNTG mom says he doesn't want the title of side dude. Definitely, but he is. That's your title, bro. Miss you love Ken, please. Right. Bad Apple says he wasn't honest either because he was cheating on his longtime girlfriend with Trish. They both lying. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that because Marquez, he cleared it all up. So then network specialist says he hates being called the side dude. He is, definitely. The network specialist says, yes, it's looking like he might be living with her. Yeah, he is. Melanin Beauty said, I don't like him. He's not cute or fine to me. It's his attitude that's a turnoff. Definitely. To Latrice said he realized he has been dumb about here. Yeah. Well, about her. I got you. I got you too, Latrice. Jersey Girl says, is Trish trans? I'm sorry. See, it's hard when you up here, you just try to navigate and you just read the comment for what it is. But I got you, Jersey Girl. She said no one wants to claim her. Marquez mentioned he is heterosexual. I'm reaching. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave it there. But I hear you. I hear you. The network specialist said let me see, some will take back a seat so that these mofos can look like the man of the house. Not judging them, that's what we do. We build our men up. Facts. To Latrice said, no, she had the kids and Courtney went to school with her. Facts. Um, Bad Apple said He said the housewives was in his DMs like, boy, I didn't I skipped over that for a reason, Bad Apple. I skipped over that for to me that wasn't even worth mentioning because he reaching. But like I said, he can get any woman, so he's not the dumb one here. Network specialist says some women take a backseat. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you doubled that one. I don't know. Let me go. Jersey girl said adoptions can be possible. That's true, but the kids do look like her, so that's the only reason why I'm saying. But we might need to see some pictures. I'm just saying. I'm just saying we might need to see some pregnancy pictures. I don't know. Allegedly, in our opinion, I don't know. I don't know. We don't know these people. We just going by what we see. Bad Apple said, none of the men on the show are attractive at all. It's quite annoying. Yeah, it is. It is. Everybody's saying, oh, TNTG mom said, I know, right? Missy Love said, not ask Marceau, because, he been having all those contract. Let me get some water because my throat dry. I don't know. Talking about Marceau, I hate to tell a lie. But he said he had contracts for hotels. That's all I'm saying, Miss Love. I don't know for sure. I don't know, but that's what he said. Tula Tree said sounds like he took a loan. Right. Heavenly, I mean, I'm sorry. Soul Star Music Lover said Heavenly is a flip flopper. She tells you what she thinks you want to hear. Never been credible. Facts. Mishy Love said, I thought that was weird too. He fled the state like he had a bounty on him. Okay? Not down the street, not around the corner, not across town to get a hotel. You went to a whole nother state and stayed 2 or 3 days. Oh, okay. Jersey Girl said, adoption can be a possibility. Trish has man like qualities, right or wrong. Hey, now, Jersey Girl, if you ever look at those competitions with the, muscle women, yeah, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Um, TNTG mom said he has to take his truckload. Yeah, facts. That's what Trish said. Remember, that ain't what he said. He said he needed to leave because it was getting heated. Basically, he didn't say nothing about work. Trish tried to say that was what happened. He had to go to work. Hmm. React said yes. Why leave the state unless Trish likes to pop out, and show ninjas? Trish be shaking the table, okay? Because that kind of seemed like he was a little afraid of Trish. But remember, let me go back to the first part. Remember what he said when he first met at the gym? He ran. He almost ran because he was intimidated. Oh, okay. Okay, so it might be some truth to that. So getting back to the interview, he said that he didn't watch her interview. Do y'all believe that? Put a one in the chat if you believe he didn't watch her interview. Put a two if you know that's a lie. I'm just curious. What y'all think? When you listening to this interview that he did, do you think he did not listen to her interview at all? Tell me. What y'all think? Hey, review hour. Welcome. Glad to see you in the bushes. Definitely. He heard that interview. You know why he heard that interview? Because when he flips to this side of him, because remember, he was nice. He was the Ken we all thought we liked. Not really, but I'm just saying those ones, because there's still some people windmilling for Ken. You better not say nothing wrong about Ken. There's some women out here that will go off on you about Ken because they can't see nothing but the muscles and that dark skin. That's all they see. They not listening to what he's saying. They just see that. So getting back to, so he said he didn't watch her interview and he's really not on social media much. And I'm like, huh? Because okay, we gonna get back to that. But he don't really do all those type of things. He don't even really watch the show. He don't look now. But it didn't Trish. Okay. Y'all correct me. But then Trish said they at the beginning of her interview that they loved Dr. Heavily and he was thinking that she was gonna go hard on him because they watched them every week. Isn't that what Trish said? Who, where's the truth? Somebody, where's the truth? Can somebody find the truth, please? Between these two, where is the truth? Okay, getting back. So then he starts breaking down some of the things about Trish. So he said communication is hard. And, when she leaves details out, he was talking about filming with her. He said that he has to guide her, because her community, it's hard for her to talk for herself. That's what I got from it. What I got from it is I talk to her, I talk for her, I tell her what to say because she don't know how to formulate sentences for herself or she don't know what she's talking about. So I help her in that area. And then he said, see, if you leave questions that's an opening for accusations. He don't like that. He don't like that. That's what he let me know. He don't like that. But he made sure to let us know. But this is all due to past trauma. So let me just talk about that past trauma a little bit. Because I thought that was interesting that he kept saying she had trauma. Now, when he said that she had trauma, he was alluding to trauma with Marquez to me. I don't know if y'all caught that, but that's what it seemed like, that she had past trauma from Marquez. And I'm gonna leave it there till we get to Marquez interview, but that's what I got from it. And you know what? I'm sorry if it's going long. If y'all have to drop off, I know it's a work night and you have to catch the replay. I'm sorry, but I can't do another video about this. So I got to get this out today. So, just hold on with me if you can. But if you have to go, I do understand. But make sure if you do, please hit the like button if you can and subscribe. And for all those who are on the replay, please make sure you hit the like button, drop some comments because I want to see what everybody's thinking about this. Because after this, I'm done. The show will be back on Saturday. We'll be back in Patreon or our respective places, and I'll be just laughing it up wherever I am. So, anyway, let me get back to the interview. So, then he said, this is what he said. Now, y'all tell me if this is interesting or not. He said she went off script because she was mad at him. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? He's made the statement that Trish went off script because she was mad at him. And I'm thinking to myself, what's she mad at him for? Remember, he is Captain Save 'em. He bought the kids a car. He does all the great, wonderful, beautiful things. He's even telling her and guiding her on how to do things. But now he's saying that she went off script because she was mad at him. But what's she mad at him for? Because I thought it was the husband that was not a good man and he was the worst person in the world. That's what I thought he said at first. But now he tell us that Trish was mad at him. And then he said a lot of that is from a guilty conscience. Did y'all hear that? The side dude said that his woman got a guilty conscience. I wonder why she got a guilty conscience. For real? For real. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. So then he said that, so Heavenly asked about people in his DMs. He said, yeah, a lot of people in his DMs, and he was like, basically, he said some stupid thing about posting gumdrops, and he feel that the same women in his. He said if he posts gumdrops, he got all these women in his DMs. Oh yeah, network specialist. I just see your statement. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did say that. He said Trish went off script because she was mad at him, and I said, that's interesting. that he made that statement. And when I round this all up, I'm gonna tell you why all these the things I'm pointing them out for a reason. So then he says that he feels that if women are in, he said it's basically I'm gonna put this all together for y'all because I can't talk like him. Basically, he was saying the same women in his DMs telling him he needs to leave Trish is doing the same thing that they're saying that he did when he got with Trish while she's married. Did y'all follow me? Because I was lost. I'm gonna say this again. He said basically those same women who are in his DMs telling him he needs to leave Trish are those same women that's doing the same thing he did that they saying he did with talking to Trish as a married woman. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. That was dumb. How is it the same? How is it the same? Kendall, I wish I could ask him, how is that the same? But that was what he said. And then he gets to the part I said I was gonna leave it out, but since Bad Apple, I think Bad Apple, somebody mentioned it about somebody was in his DMs from Roa. Then he brings up now. This is my third page of notes, and I'm at the end of it. Then he talks about him having a relationship, a long-term relationship before Trish. Because I've been in relationships before Trish. I even lived in Thailand. She just now realizing who I am. And then he goes back to because she's got anger, she does temper tantrums. Once again about Trish. So then Heavenly asks, has it been 5 years since Marquez been gone? Because she was trying to get into the meat of that, right? He said, I don't know, it's been a while. So then he said, basically to me, what I got out of the conversation he was trying to say about Marquez, because he called him basically a clown. And he said that he don't take care of his kids. And so then he said that she wants to be a better person for him and a better wife for him. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time, y'all, because I don't think y'all heard Ken Doll. Ken Doll said that Trish wanted to be a better wife for him and a better person for him. So he goes on to tell us how what she did to become this person. So like he told her she was going to have to get rid of Marquez basically. So that's why she sold the house for him. The marital home that her and Marquez shared. Did y'all catch that? Cuz I caught it. That's what he said. When she sold the house for him. So she can get rid of Marquez basically. That's what I took from it. Then he says that so then, Heavenly kept mentioning that she was broken. And he mentions that she walks around with her trauma and that she's used to abandonment. So what he does is he tries to protect her from him. Who is him? Oh, Marquez. He's protecting her from Marquez. So, like I told y'all from the beginning, he's the better man. Okay. Then he mentions how Zari or whatever the little girl name is, and I really didn't want to talk about her much, but he says she don't even want to deal with him. Then this is how he ends up his whole conversation. He's all on Marquez. Then he talks about how Marquez is overly emotional, you know, and then talks about how he missed the recital, and somewhere in there Heavenly asked about the car. He said, well, I didn't actually buy the car for her child. Oh, wait a minute. How did that come out that you bought this car? Because that's basically what it was told. Either it was on the show, some kind of way we heard about him buying this car for her son. But he made sure to tell us in his interview that he did not actually buy the car for his son, for her son. He gave him one of his cars to drive. So then he talks about how, like I said, he was talking about him missing a recital. And this is what that good man Ken Doll said. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Because he's still talking about his child. He said he is going to have a he said he don't miss anything that she has. And the only recital that he missed, she already knew he wasn't going to be able to come. Cause he's a better father than her natural father. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. And then he goes on to talk about that Marquez is gonna have a problem with any woman. No, no, sorry. I'm saying it wrong. He didn't say Marquez was. He said Kendall, will have a problem with any woman. I said, huh? He said he gonna have a problem with any woman. I don't think he meant to say that. That's just my opinion. Maybe he did, but I think that kind of slipped out. I don't think he really meant to tell us that he gonna have a problem with any woman. Coming back. So what I wrote at that part is something that Kicking It with Courtney said on her channel. She mentioned how she believed that Trish and Ken was a trauma bond. At that moment, I knew she was right because that's what it sounds like to me. He seeks out women like he got with Trish because he already knows he's going to have a problem with any woman. That's what he said. And then he said that he really, I mean, well, no, he didn't say this. This is my thoughts, and this is the end of this interview because it done took everything out of me. He said that he want to prove people wrong about his relationship. Okay, so all y'all in the comments who think their relationship is not gonna work, even though she's still married, he's a side dude. She had a kind of sort of maybe training slash something with Martell. We don't really know what it was, but it was something. Even though all that happened, they are good. Okay, that's what he ended up with. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Okay. Whew. Let me go back to the comments because that took a lot out of me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was really trying. I was really trying. I really wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really, really did. I did. But I can't. I can't. So let's see. Let me go back. I always start off with the network specialist, but I'm not even sure where I ended at. Let me see. Uh, 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 uh. Okay, I remember that one. I remember that. Okay. Soul Star Music Lover says, some here, Melanie Beauty, men like him gross me out. They think those muscles are ish, not workout for a month. Yeah. Um, to Latrice said, Trish said that. Yeah, she said it. Network specialist says, we know that that's a lie because he posts on Instagram almost every day. Oh yeah. But that was after, he wasn't on Instagram that much. Now all of a sudden he discovered Instagram and he feel like he needs to post because I think somebody told him that. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's true or not. But from what he says, since he don't use social media and he don't watch the show, he don't watch nobody else's interviews, then that must be how he ended up on IG posting every day. I'm just saying, you tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay, so Star Music Lover says, didn't they say he was just arguing online with someone in the comments? Sure did. So she said, right to network specialist. Kicking and recording said, I'm in the bushes packing lunches and doing laundry. That's what we do, girl. That's what we do. To Latrice said, yes, I called it. Um, Soul Star Music Lover, she big up in Courtney for handling her business. To Latrice said, what script? What do they have? A script? Okay. So what I'm thinking to Latrice, the script is the script that Ken wrote, you know, for Trish to follow. And she decided not to follow it. That's what he said. He said she didn't follow the script because she was mad at him. But what was she mad about? What was she mad about? I was waiting for him to say that, but he didn't. Ro React said, I gotta go back and watch that interview. Yes, please do. Please do. Cause it was some, and it's funny because that was my second time watching it. Like I said, I watched with network specialists. I didn't catch all of this stuff that I caught when I watched it again. So go back and watch it again. You might even pull out some more goodies that I didn't see. The network specialist said, I missed that. Trish went off script. Right. I missed that too at first. Network specialist said, Ken is so corny. Yeah. Kicking and recording said, yes, Soul Star, I work all day. Yeah, she talking about her mama duties. Soul Star says, nah, I am ADD. Okay, doing that. I know. Me too, girl. Me too. I'm like that too. At this point, I'm looking for the Adam's apple. Girl, stop. Jersey girl, you stuck. You stuck. Come on, come on, come on. Tula Tree said, no comparison, Ken. Okay, facts. Bad Apple says he is not married to Trish. Are they interfering with anyone's marriage? Oh, okay. Soul Star Music Lover said, wait, what? Missy Love said, Ken is subbing Marquise. Okay. Is this dark skin, light skin beef? Okay. That's what it seemed like to me. Who gonna win? Who gonna win? Network specialist said, that's what it sounds like. Ro React said she sold the house and asked Marquez for $5,000 to put on the next one for her and Ken. Then tell Marquez he doesn't need his half, knowing all along Ken is moving in. Okay. Thank you to Latrice. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm glad you like the commentary. I don't really do this much. I might do a little bit more of it. I always have these serious topics because I like to talk about those issues, but today I really wanted to get into this. Soul Star Music Lover says, sounds like Ken is intentionally moving those kids' father out of their life to gain full control. He sounds like controlling insecure, may even be a beer. We hear Soul Star. Um, Tula Tree said, it is a light versus dark beef, and Trish instigated it, saying she loves chocolate. Okay? How you gonna do that when your man light skin with some pretty eyes and you gonna have chocolate emojis all in the chat, in the DMs? That's crazy. So before I go into Marquez interview, because I don't have no notes Marquez interview, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I remember everything he said because he cleared it all up for us. So I really just don't even have any notes for him. And I really want to get everybody's thoughts, and I want y'all to come up on the panel. And we already been in here over an hour and a half, kind of. I didn't even know. But funny how time flies when you're having fun. That's just what happens. But I want to play something for y'all that's gonna sum up that little interview that Ken did. Yeah, it's gonna sum it up. And I happened to find this earlier today. It was really interesting how this popped in my IG. Um, so I'm gonna look for this real quick because I had it on my phone ready, but my daughter has my phone. So we're gonna look through the IG and find it. But it's gonna explain why Trish might need to blink twice to let us know she's okay. Okay. If y'all see her blinking, if she got the four in her hand, I mean, any of those things, can y'all help her out? Cause I think she in a situation. And I don't think she realized she was gonna be in a situation. But I really think she has got herself in a little situation because Ken Doll is something else. But like he said, he don't have to really he don't have to really deal with Trish because he can have any woman he wants anytime. Because people are in his DMs, even like people from Real Housewives of Atlanta. He said somebody was in Trish DM that play football, actively playing football for the NFL. So basically, nobody is competition for him when it comes to his woman. Did y'all catch all of that? I mean, I caught it. That's what he said. That's what he said. I'm gonna see if y'all can hear this because I'm gonna try to play it on my iPad. I don't really want to show it because it's somebody else's content, but I think it fits the situation of what we talking about. Cause I really don't understand who Ken think he is, but he said he better than the husband. That's what he knows. That's what he told us in his interview that the husband is nothing and that we got it all wrong because him and Trish is gonna be together forever. I mean, he didn't say that, but basically that's what he said to me when he was talking. And he basically let us know that he knows his woman and she will not cheat on him and she's going to be honest to him in everything. So, whether y'all believe it or not, all that stuff y'all keep saying about him and Trish is not what it is. Because what it is, well, you know what? I was just about to say something, but he never said that. And I was waiting on it too. Did y'all notice that Trish or Ken never said anything about being in love? Whoa, Soul Star Music Lover. What? I was on my other thing, so I didn't see this. Cal has filed a lawsuit against Stormy. LMH is the mess that keeps on giving. I know, Soul Star, and I promise you, I have tried to get away from this show and it just keeps pulling me. It was almost like, Pookie on, y'all, I'm going back on New Jack City. It just keep calling me. That's how this show is doing. I'm serious. Every time I be like, I'm done. This is getting on my nerves. It's toxic. I don't want to be. And then every time I look around, it's something else different. I mean, it's for real, for real. That's just what it is. That is crazy. So we got to dig into that. Okay, I'm trying to find this post, y'all, that I saw. So just bear with me. I found it. Can y'all hear this? Put a one if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear that? Can somebody put a one? Let me know if you can hear it. Yes, Tula Trees. That's true. They never talked about love. I didn't hear nothing about love in neither one of their interviews. Neither one of them said, I love him. She didn't say, I love him. And he didn't say, I love her. Yep. They asked. So, can y'all hear this? Can you hear it? No. Trying to see how I can play this. Cause I really want to, man, it hits Ken dead. Okay. I got these because I'm using my noise canceling headphones from work, so it probably cancels it out. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I gotta find this because I can't go further without this. So y'all keep talking in the chat. I'm going to find this. It's on my Instagram, but on my computer Instagram, it's just a little different from my when you do it on your phone or your iPad. So I gotta find it so I can let y'all listen to it because it described Ken to a T. To a T. I couldn't believe it. I wasn't even looking for this. It just kind of popped up on my timeline, and I was like, "This is perfect. I gotta share this on my live tonight because this is definitely who Ken is." So I hate when this happens. Every time I'm trying to show something that would be good, I can't figure out how to do it. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Because I know if I share it, it'll be better. Y'all, it was right in my face. The same post. I forgot all about that. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share this. I'm not going to show it. I just want y'all to listen to it because I don't want to share this content like that. I hope you'll be able to hear it. So let me see. Okay. This is what it looks like. Oh, it didn't come up. Okay. I'm sorry. So, you're not going to be able to see it, but I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna play it for y'all, and then I want to see what y'all think about it. Okay.
So I'm a Hey, it's great to meet you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you too. So I'm a narcissist. Yeah. But you seem so nice. Oh, I'm pretending. Really? Yeah, I figured out if I'm charming and funny and give you lots of attention and affection, then I can get you to fall in love with me. Why do you need me to fall in love with you? Oh, because then you're less likely to leave once I start lying and belittling and gaslighting you and chipping away at your self worth in order to control and manipulate you. Huh. Yeah, it works especially well if you have a history of trauma where you tend to blame you. Oh, it definitely is. Why would you do that? Oh, I'm deeply insecure. I can see that. Yeah, I have a massively fragile ego and a fear of rejection. So I've created a fantasy world in which I'm the center of the universe and everyone else is inferior. Wow. One that would cause me years of misery. Yeah, well, I just want people to know what they're getting into. I mean, you by chance don't struggle with a lack of boundaries and self esteem issues, do you? I do, actually. Dang it. We probably would have made a great pair. Yeah, I bet. A good thing you showed me these red flags up front so I could protect myself. Well,
What y'all think about that? Did you hear it? Do I need to play it one more time? I think I need to share it to the stage. Hold on. I'm gonna just have to share it, and we're gonna do what it do. If I have to take it out, I'll take it out. Cause I really want to share this because when I tell you, to me, this is who Ken is. Hold on, I gotta I'm gonna have to remove my little overlay to show it. Hold on 1 second. Let me start it back over. Wait a minute, y'all. I love doing food stuff. I'm a foodie. So most of my stuff is food stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna show this. Can you all see it? Let me know if you can see it. Is it too small? Can y'all see it or y'all let me know somebody. Can you hear me? Can you see it? I love food, Miss You Love. I love food. So mostly my everything I save on my IG is food and how to cook. I'm trying to do a vegan lifestyle. We'll talk about that on another day, but yeah. So do y'all see the IG post? I'm gonna play it real quick. So I'm gonna mute my mic and let y'all hear this really quick. You did to Latrice, you couldn't hear it? You didn't hear it? Did y'all miss it? Did y'all hear it? This is crazy. So basically, he's doing a skit as a narcissist and he's telling all the red flags of narcissism person on the first date. I don't know why you can't hear it. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Hey, it's great to meet you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you too. So I'm a narcissist. Yeah. But you seem so nice. Oh, I'm pretending. Really? Yeah, I figured out if I'm charming and funny and give you lots of attention and affection, then I can get you to fall in love with me. Why do you need me to fall in love with you? Oh, because then you're less likely to leave once I start lying and belittling and gaslighting you and chipping away at your self worth in order to control and manipulate you. Huh. Yeah, it works especially well if you have a history of trauma where you tend to. Oh, it definitely is. Why would you do that? Oh, I'm deeply insecure. I can see that. Yeah, I have a massively fragile ego and a fear of rejection, so I've created a fantasy world in which I'm the center of the universe and everyone else is inferior. Wow. Yeah. Well, thank you for telling me all this up front before we formed a complicated trauma bond that would have caused me years of misery. Yeah, well, I just want people to know what they're getting into. I mean, you by chance don't struggle with a lack of boundaries and self esteem issues, do you? I do, actually. Dang it. We probably would have made a great pair. Yeah, I bet. A good thing you showed me these red flags up front so I could protect myself. Well, if there's one thing I am, it's honest and transparent in the beginning. Hey, it's great to meet you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you too.
So what y'all think about that? Is that not Ken? Seriously, if he would have told Trisha all this up front, do you all think that she really would have been with him? Because honestly, I don't think so. I really don't think so. So that takes me over to Marquez interview. And I'm gonna make this quick because we all just heard it on Monday. And if you were on the Silvers Live, which was 4 hours, I'm not gonna hold y'all that long. But basically Marquez cleared up all the timelines. Basically, Marquez let us know who he really is. But it's one thing that nobody said that I caught when I saw Marquez's picture. Let me show y'all something. Because I don't think people really paid this any attention. And I really just saw it today for the first time. Hold on. Let me show y'all this one thing because I don't want to get copyright strike from Heaven and them. I don't know if they let you use their content. I know some people do, but I'm still new. I'm trying not to do too much. But I just want y'all to look at this. Did anybody notice what's in Marquez's background? Marquez has a platinum plaque in his background. He's either a artist, he's been a producer, or it may be somebody else's. But that was just something that I noticed. So to me, when I first started watching this interview, it instantly took away that he's a bum. So sorry, my kids, if you ever see this content, because I called you a popcorn engineer. You know, we thought you didn't have a car. We thought you was a bum. You don't have a job. You know, we said all that kind of stuff. And we do apologize. We was just going by what Ken Doll and Trish was saying. We didn't know. But when I saw this, I was like, hold up. His dad is okay. Okay, that's right. His dad is. So this is what I start thinking about. That kind of takes away some of the things that Trish and Ken said about him being a bum. Not necessarily. Now just roll with me. He still could be a bum. I'm not saying he's totally out of the bum category. But it let me know that he comes from something. The way he was presented before as the deadbeat, basically, I guess he didn't have any money, so he didn't ever take care of Trish. You know, all of the things that we thought about him before this interview. When I first saw that platinum plaque, it kind of changed my view right away. Okay, that's one thing. Now, the next thing is they get into the conversation. And everybody been talking about this all week, so I'm not gonna hold y'all and say a whole lot of stuff, but we're gonna get into the meat of it. Because like I said, I didn't really need to make any notes because I believe everything he said to a point. Because there is some things that are some discrepancies with him, but for the most part, he started off hot. He done watched Trish interview. He watched Ken's interview. And I said, this man came in like, no, they're not about to do me like this. No, they no now. I know they showed me crying at the table. I know they talking about going half on the divorce. They showed me like that on the show. I know that. But that's not finna make me look like I'm not caring about my kids and I'm not a good father. They not about to do that to me. That's what he said. Cause he came in hot. He came in explaining what he really felt about the whole situation. So, and as everybody been talking about today, when we just saw Dr. Heavenly's PSA about how she's not doing any more messy Mondays with Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore because she made that statement about the bad edits. And he agreed. And but basically he was saying, that's why he wanted to do the interview. He wants people to get to know him because he realized that they had already put a perception out there about who he was and he just wanted to explain himself. So then he goes into talking about their life. Now, one thing I got about Marquez about his life with Trish, this was interesting. Now, I remember I mentioned before on Trish interview, she never mentioned really about the relationship she had with Marquez, right? All we know is the relationship was really horrible. She didn't really go into a whole lot of detail, which she never does. So that's not surprising. But then you come back with Ken making it seem like the only reason why Trish is messed up the way she is, the one where he says she has an awful attitude and that she's got trauma and that she's this and she's that, all the bad stuff is all because of Marquez. But then when Marquez talked about how they've been together since 10th grade. And that before she graduated high school, he had his own apartment and she lived with him and he was taking her to school every day. I thought that was very interesting because bums don't do that. I'm just saying. Because when you a bum, you don't just start being a bum. You know, you mostly already a bum, and then you grow into a better bum. I mean, I'm just saying. Y'all let me know what you think. That was my take on it. Another thing he explained to us that I mentioned on the Silvers Live, and of course I'm gonna talk about it again. And I'm bouncing around with him because I told y'all I don't have any notes for him because I didn't feel like I needed them. But I did watch his interview again. Marquez said that you can hear me now? Okay. Okay. Jersey girl, I don't know if you on a delay, but okay. Thank you for letting me know. So Marquez said that the situation with Ken and Trish started about 2018 through 2019 with the DMs. But when they actually got together, it was more like 2022. I was like, wait a minute, what? What? So do you remember when Ken said that he knew of Trish from the internet? And that the chocolate emojis was just encouragement about working out? Y'all remember that? Because I remember. And it was just a joke. And it wasn't, basically, he was saying there was nothing to it. It wasn't sexual. It wasn't a relationship. It wasn't nothing like that. Remember what Ken Doll said? So then it made me think about when Marquez said that maybe, just maybe, Ken started following Trish, or he heard about Trish and he sought her out. Y'all tell me what you think. Because remember, Ken the one said that he didn't know her, but except from the internet, he had never met her before until later. But they would talk in the DMs and stuff like that. Y'all remember that? Somebody sought somebody out in 2018, 2019. That was interesting to me. So, what is your relationship really built on, Ken? Doll? Ken Doll? What was your relationship really built on? Because somebody lying somewhere. But Marquez said he got the receipts. And he said that he can show the receipts. But did y'all notice that Dr. Heavenly or CK never asked to see the receipts? Because I was sure waiting on him to show them receipts because I wanted to see them. They neither one of them allowed him to show the receipts. They didn't even ask for them. Well, I think CK, I keep calling him KC. Sorry, that's JoJo. KC, JoJo. Okay, anyway. Uh, CK, he was already in his feelings about the bad edit, so he didn't really want to see no receipts because Marquez came in hot, and that's not the way the interview was supposed to go. Marquez was not supposed to be able to say the things that he said. So CK was really in his feelings the whole interview. That's a side note. So Marquez also said what was interesting again, Marquez talked about the Martell situation, and he gave a date that rung like a bell in my head. Good night, Soul Star Music Lover. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm gonna make this quick because we gotta go. I know all of us gotta go to work tomorrow and get up early and we got children to get up. So I'm gonna make this quick because we already heard Marquez. But I just wanted to make some notations about some of the things that I saw that he said that really put the pieces together. So he mentioned 2020. He mentioned 2020. When he said 2020, when I tell y'all, I was like, what? So my mind started racing because, like, I think it was Soul Star Music Lover said she got ADD. Me too. So I started thinking about all kind of stuff, and the first thing that came to my mind was, wasn't 2020 when Mel left Martell? Wasn't 2020 when She said that Martell kept saying he was going out to the gym, right? Was it 2020 when Mel and AC was saying that he was dealing with more than just them when it came to women in 2020? I thought that was very interesting that Marquez made that date stand out like that. Now, if you're not a true day one Love and Marriage Huntsville person, you might not even think nothing of that. It's not even a big deal. But for all of us who are true day one, we know what 2020 is about, right? Because we know that that was the time where everything was shut down. Yet Martell was telling Mel that he was going to the gym. Let's circle back around. Didn't Trish say that her and Martell was supposed to have a workout, training, something, discussions, something that didn't happen in when she went over his house, she forgot she went over his house, she really didn't know, or something. Remember that? So when Marquez said 2020, I'm telling y'all, that's what popped in my head. So Trish was that other woman that Mel alluded to, as well as AC alluded to, that Martell was seeing when he was quote unquote going to the gym. That was profound to me. Another thing Marquez said, he said, look, I'm a man. He said that they were talking about their separations from their spouse. You know, she separated from me and she feeling away. And then Trish feeling, I mean, Martell's feeling away for his separation from Mel. They was going through hard times. He said, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not coming to go do any training if I'm going to somebody's house. But remember, she said she couldn't remember she went to his house. That's what she told Ken. She couldn't remember. But then some kind of way she started talking about now that it was fresh that that he separated from Mel because the kids' toys was all on the floor. And then I got to thinking again, 2020. And I gotta go back because I didn't check this, but I think I'm pretty spot on with this. But wasn't 2020 the year when Mel did that live and she was trying to get her stuff out of the house and Martell refused to give her anything? Because I kept thinking, how did Trish go to the house when it was 2020 and everything was closed down? Because that means that Mel would have been at home unless that was around the time that Mel went ahead and left and was not able to go back to the house to get her stuff. I don't know. That's just a thought. That's how I'm thinking. Because now I'm getting serious, okay? If you could tell, the jokes are over. Because, see, we allowed Trish to walk this line this whole time. This whole time. We let her say her little or not say her little stuff and play this innocent role. And now Marquez is clearing it all up right in front of our eyes with just a few statements. Yeah, he did talk a lot. I mean, I talk a lot, so I wasn't even mad about that. I felt like with him talking, he was really trying to explain the things he know that they were lying about. And he wanted us to know from the beginning to the end. Now, of course, social media, we all want it quick and fast. Just give us a little something. But he felt like this was his time. This was his time to say all the things that he wanted to say because he realized on the show he's not going to be able to say it. They're not going to give him a good edit. They're not going to let him explain himself. They're going to continue to go with the storyline they already had set out. Didn't y'all find it interesting when he talked about the paperwork that he had to sign for his daughter's release to be on the show? But at first, Trish told him that this was a dance competition thingy and something, and he just needed to sign it. And he said it wasn't until he read it that he realized it was a release for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Why did she lie? Why did she lie? You know why she lied? Because that's probably the script that Ken gave her that she, messed up. Remember, because he said she went off script. To me, that was the script that Ken gave her. So then I started thinking as Marquez was talking, and like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all with a lot of the information with Marquez because we all saw it. It was just this week. We've been on here for a long time. The only reason why I went through Ken and Trisha's stuff because at the end of the day, they started this mess. They started it, and Marquez cleaned it all the way up for them because basically what I was thinking the reason why Trish is going off script because Trish was supposed to keep saying that Marquez was a deadbeat dad, remember? But then some kind of way Marquez shows up in the show. Must not be that much deadbeat because you ain't too scared to talk to him on camera. You met up with him. You talked about getting a divorce, but yet some kind of way you didn't file at that time. That was very interesting to me. So evidently he must not be a deadbeat, or is that the script that Ken gave you that he didn't want you to get away from? Because like that Instagram post, and if y'all want that Instagram post, let me know. DM me, I'll send it to you so you can look at it really, really good and see what I'm talking about. Like the Instagram posts, they make everything wonderful and they put you in a fairy tale world so that when they start gaslighting you and putting you down and overcorrecting you and criticizing you, you're already in. That might be why when Marquez went out of town, Ken moved into the house. Do y'all think that Trish asked him to move in? Or do you think Ken just said he was moving in? Y'all tell me. When I was on the Silver's channel, I talked about a time where that happened to me actually. I was like 22. I had my own little apartment. And this guy, he was like 30 something. And, I was talking to him. And to this day, I cannot ever remember me asking him to live in my house. But some kind of way, he was in my house and I had to put that fool out. Okay. So I'm just wondering if Ken is that type. Then when Marquez said he had a girlfriend, which, when we think about it, I mean, Trish is married and Ken is a side dude. So we are not surprised that Trish would be a side chick to Ken's girlfriend because that's just how they roll, right? So I wasn't really surprised about that. But I was surprised about the fact that the girl broke up with him because of Trish and that she actually came to the house. Now, some people was in the comments and they were kind of upset that Marquez talked about getting the ring cam footage or whatever. So I justified it in this way. When you've been married to a person for a long time, like I said, I'm almost 25 years in. My husband can just about tell you, even if it's a new account or something, what my password is going to be. Okay? Because he knows how I think at this point. So Marquez been with her since they was in high school, 10th grade. His daughter tells him about the ring cam. Of course, he wouldn't have the code because he was not supposed to be moving in, right? So it's not too far fetched for us to believe that Marquez said, you know what, I know what the ring cam code is because I know how Trish thinks, right? And he figured it out. And that's why he said he has the video footage. Interesting. But he a deadbeat. He a deadbeat. Now you can now I'm not gonna get too far into the other stuff, but I'm gonna say this about Marquez. He won me over because he filled in those gaps that we've been looking for. And when I first heard that it was something between Trish and Martell, I couldn't wrap my head around it because when did that happen? I thought that her and Ken been messing around all this time and all this stuff, and she was married the whole time. I couldn't wrap my head around it. So it wasn't that I didn't believe it happened. I was just trying to figure that out. But Marquette, he's so nice because he gave us what we needed. He gave us that puzzle piece that's been left out, and why Mel said she had to go. He tidied that up and tied it in a bow and handed it to us like the nice little gift. We like that, don't we? I'm so sick of trying to figure out this show. So Marquez probably won't get a full contract because he talked too much and he too honest. And I don't know if Trish and Ken is gonna last, but what Marquez said is if he's already left the house, he ain't gonna make it. That's what he said. Why could Marquez say that? Because he's been with her since she was 17, 15, however old they were in high school. He said, I know her better than anyone. The last interesting fact that Marquez gave us that we didn't know we needed. He said, see, Trish come from the kind of family that they love keeping secrets. That's basically what he said. He said they'll take them to their death. So how is Trish so good when it comes to not telling the whole facts and the truth? She good at that because that's where she come from. That's what Marquez said. That's who her family is. Because we kept trying to figure out how is it that your sister does not know that Ken lives in the house with you and you're not with your husband. How is that possible? How is that possible? It's possible because that's the way they are in their family. So they not like my family. They not nosy, I guess. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna leave it there because I've been talking a lot and I need some company. So I'm gonna invite some. We're gonna do about mm, a few minutes because it's getting late and I know we got to go to bed. And if y'all on the East Coast, I know that y'all are. It's about to be 11 o'clock. So if anybody want to come up and say something, I do want you to come up. And we're not going to be a long time, I promise. But I just thought that was interesting. So I'm glad for all of y'all that hung in here with me. For those who will look at this on the replay, I hope you get my commentary. I hope you understand where I'm going. But my final words to say is Ken is a narcissist, in my opinion. Allegedly, I'm not a doctor or a psychiatrist or or psychoanalyst or whatever you want to say. However, he shows those traits. The other thing is, Trish is also a narcissist, according to Marquez and Ken, because they talk about how basically she's controlling to some degree they said it without saying it. The other issue is Trish is not ready to get a divorce. I don't know if she really has filed or not. She said she filed. Marquez said they still separated. Where is the truth? That's why I named this video that. Where is the truth? Welcome, welcome, Star Child, to the stage. How you doing, Miss Lady?
I'm doing okay. I just think my class is very honest. I still think they just separated. Now, when they were at the dinner, her, Ken, and my class, it looked like
Hmm.
she was signing the divorce decree, but that could have just been receipt for the dinner. I don't know. But
I thought Star Child, I thought she signed a napkin. After his interview, I said maybe she just signed a napkin to make it seem like it was papers.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I agree with
I
you on
don't know.
that.
I
But
don't know what she signed.
yeah, my class put the puzzle together. Here we, well, I was thinking, I can't speak for nobody else. I was thinking he was with Coleslaw when Martell when he kept telling Melody that he was going to the gym. I think he was meeting Trisha at the gym. All this time we thought it was Coleslaw. He was going to meet her, but no, That is not what happened. It was
But
Trisha
also,
all this time.
but also remember this though, Star Child. Nothing was open at that time. It was during the pandemic. So we honestly don't know where they were. That's
They
my
were
thought.
somewhere, but they were together.
They was together.
Yep, smash and hold. Forgive me. Yeah. When Ken, I don't know if he ran away or not. I didn't see Ken and Trisha's interview, but I saw Marquez's interview. My thinking, the reason why I said that Ken thought she was a dyke because all those muscles, and she could have looked like a dude. You never know. Um, the camera is tricky, but yeah, but he ended up with her, and I don't think she asked him to move in. I think he just moved his ass in.
That's my thoughts too.
Hmm. Yeah, and that narcissist scene that sound like Ken. It sounds like Ken.
Isn't he
Yeah.
perfect? Isn't Ken perfect the whole time he
Hell
talk
no,
about
he ain't
himself?
perfect. Look
No,
at him.
I know, but I'm saying when he talk about himself, that's what we think. He think he perfect. He was like really perfect, and he
Well,
started off acting like,
I didn't
yeah,
see the
oh, that's right.
interview.
You gotta watch the interview. You gotta watch it. When you watch it,
No,
let me
I'm
know.
not. I am
Oh, you
not
not?
watching it. Nope, nope, nope. Marquez was enough for me.
It was enough.
Yeah, I
He
don't have
cleared
the
it up.
patience.
Yes, he did. He cleared up everything we've been wanting to know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let me ask you this: are you interested in the show a little bit more than you were at first?
50-50.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm curious. I'm just curious to see the scene of how Trish is gonna explain to Mel that she never been around Martell. Basically, I'm interested in that.
I'm gonna watch it on Patreon. I might miss this Saturday because I got engagement, but
Yeah.
I can always catch the replay on the Silver.
Yes,
So yeah, and the only reason why I will watch it on Patreon because I don't want to give CK any credit.
I know that's right.
Yep,
I'm
and
I'm with
I agree with you. I don't think my class is going to get a contract with the show because he showed um, CK what he was really about. And yes, CK was upset about that bad added comment, and that's why him and Heavenly broke up, or I guess they broke up, and Ken will never be seen if he do he it's been already filmed. I don't think he's gonna be back after this season.
I don't think so either.
I don't think all three of them won't be back. Oh, actually, four with Martell. He'll be in jail.
It's gonna be interesting to watch. And you know what? I did forget to say one thing. I was thinking about should I say this or not, but you let me know what you think about this. This is another theory I had. It's been floating around. But when they said that Stormy brought Trish and Ken to the show, and I was trying to figure out why would they do that. And
You
we
want to know
already
why?
yeah, go ahead. Go
Because
ahead.
she was trying to embarrass Melody. Them hoes, her and Destiny, and all of them. Ooh, Lord have mercy. They going to hell. And gasoline draws. Yeah,
Right.
it was done on purpose. She sought that woman out, and and they already knew what was happening before they filmed this stuff. Ain't nobody crazy. Our head just shaped that way, but ain't none of us crazy.
Now, so let me ask you this question that now that you said that, because that's exactly where I was going. But do you think if Stormy is leaving, she's leaving because she's trying to hurry up and get away before all of this comes out? Because my honest opinion is Ken didn't know that that was the storyline, nor did Martell. That's my honest opinion. And I
I
think
think,
that because of the intrusion of Trish married life in the storyline, it kind of messed up the way they was trying to go. What you
yeah, I
think?
can see that. I can see that. But I think it's something bigger than that with Stormy. I think something else is happening. Um, I don't know whether we'll find out or not, or if it's just what you just said or not. But yeah, I believe that too. But I believe it's something else as well.
So too, Latrice said that she believes that she didn't think Martell knew that Trish was coming, and Courtney and Martell may have had some words, and I believe that too, because Courtney is really Ken's friend more than anybody, and
Oh,
Trish
okay.
and Trish is Stormy's friend only by way of Courtney and Ken's friendship. You see
Now
what I'm
that's
saying?
believable. That's believable.
So I think Courtney, I mean not Courtney, I think Stormy and Trish came up with this, and Trish was all for it. Except Trish also didn't factor in the fact of how the Love and Marriage Huntsville people are in this sector and how they will read her down. She wasn't expecting that. She didn't expect to not be so likable. I don't think she expected that.
Yeah, she man. She man 304.
Okay, you
But
a Jersey
yeah,
girl. You a Jersey girl.
but I don't think none of them will be back um, in the next season. If they do, I'll be surprised. And
Yeah,
we know Martell going to jail,
right.
uh, Destiny going to jail, and Mr. Magoo, big nose and big lip. She's moving away because she's trying to have a surrogate baby coming up. Um, and there's something else going on too.
It's
And
something else going on.
yeah, and that TikTok shit gonna run out.
Yep,
It's gonna run out.
it's gonna be
I
gone.
think I don't think the government is gonna continue to let TikTok be in America. I could be wrong, but that's my thinking for right now. Yep.
Well, you may have you got a point. And look, we gonna tune in because I said I wasn't gonna hold y'all, and it's almost 11 o'clock. But I just wanted to let somebody come up and say some words, and I thank you, Star Child, for doing that. And
You're welcome.
I'm right with you. You know you my girl. I'm right with you. So what we gonna do is we gonna look forward to seeing how this all plays out. But my hope is the reunion should be the best reunion they've ever had if they play it right. If everybody come in and they allow everybody to come on the reunion, it's gonna be a good reunion.
They're gonna
'Cause
have a
it,
bad addict. I'm sorry.
oh yeah, they probably will. But it probably be will be enough for us to get what we need. You know what I'm saying? With Mel and everybody together. Because I'm curious to see exactly what happened on this girls' trip. I might be hopeful right now, wishful thinking, hoping they gonna really show the real story. But you know how they do. They try to keep stuff under wraps. But somebody is gonna get the story. Somebody will. We don't know who, but it'll
Hmm.
come from somebody. So I do appreciate you coming up, Star Child. I'm getting sleepy. I done had a ball. I hope y'all like the commentary. This been fun to me.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
good.
I may do some reviews on some shows. I've been thinking about maybe like when Roa comes back, or it's a couple of shows that I like that I may do reviews on. So we'll see. We'll see. But I also
Yeah.
got some other
Okay.
things, that I want to
Okay.
do. So I
I'm
did,
gonna
but I
drop down.
okay, no problem. I'm gonna close it out, but I do appreciate you coming to the channel. I do need to read the rest of these comments too, because I think I stopped somewhere and I didn't finish them. So let me read these comments before I go. Um, really, y'all, thank y'all so much. I didn't know how this was gonna go. I was hoping I could get my jokes off. Hope they land. I'm not a Tasha K, but I like Tasha K. And don't throw tomatoes. But I like her how sometimes she's very good at the way she does her commentary. So I'm trying to learn. I'm still working on it. But let's see, where were we at? I can't even remember. Oh, I can start here. Missy Love said Instagram won't let you be great. Dee Dee, that is so true. I'll be trying, girl. Ken and Trish. Let's see. Soul Star Music Lover said yes, he's a narcissist as well. To Latrice said his dad was an award-winning artist, and I forgot about that. To Latrice, I knew that, but I forgot. I just noticed that plaque, but I didn't notice it the first time I saw it. So that's cool. Soul Star Music Lover said his dad is in the industry, yes, but his dad has passed away. So now I'm wondering who was his dad. Missy Love says Trish might be susceptible. Girl, I can't even say that word, but you know what I mean, to narcissistic abuse. That's why I showed that Instagram post, because that's really what I feel. I was going to go into that a little deeper, but this is the thing about talking about people's traumas and stuff. um, I'm on my channel, so I can say this. I've said it before. I have nothing to hide when it comes to this. I am a girl of trauma. I had childhood trauma. I've had adult trauma. So when you talk about things like that, it's a very sensitive subject. And I am going to do some videos on certain things. And I may even come back to her as part of, some of the things I've talked about. Because honestly, when I first saw Trish, I knew she had trauma before Ken said it or Marquez. And if you know, you know. That's just being honest. So, and I'm not trying to diagnose her, and I don't know all of the details of her life, but I thought that initially when I saw her talking, I saw her body language. So it's some other things that I think about her, even though what everybody is saying, but it is some other things that I think about her. And because I was being a little silly tonight and stuff, I didn't really want to go into that part of it. So, but we'll talk about it soon at another time, and it may come up on the show where I can really kind of go into that a little bit more. So look out for that. um let's see. Network specialist said might belong to his dad who passed away. Yes. Tula Tree said, good catch. Soul Star Music Lover said, exactly. The man said he worked in corporate for so many years, left to pursue other endeavors. Right. They failed to mention that. Why did they? Because they wanted us to think that he was just no good. That was from the beginning. We were never supposed to like Marquez, period. Network specialist said that might explain why he did this interview at this at his 95th-year-old grandmother's house. True. Missy Love said, didn't he say he was recording at his relative's house? Yes. Um, Chaotic said Ken was in a triangle. He said square. Yes, I caught that. That was interesting too. She said no. Okay, this was about the video. Y'all couldn't hear me. Miss Love said, better bum like Ken being a homosexual. That could be why he's pushing for marriage. That could be why. But I also feel like he think he needs to be celebrated on this show. He a star in his own eyes. Network specialist said, I sure did. They were not interested in the receipts. They were not. They never asked for it. Soul Star Music Lover tells us all good night. Let me see. Star Child said yes, and I thought he was only saying coleslaw, not right. Two Latrice said bingo, Dee. uh the network specialist said didn't hear anything about toys being on the floor. That's new to me. Network specialist, I can't remember if it was when Trish was telling Ken about going to Martell's house and she was explaining that Martell got mad at her because of what she was trying to say about him and his marriage to Mel, or if it was in her interview. I can't remember where I heard that from, but I'll find it and I'll let you know. Jersey Girl says, I'm with you. The network specialist said Marquez did his one big one, his naming, singing over the internet. Okay. Tula Tree said Ken said he was moving in. Facts. Jersey Girl said correct. Network specialist said Marquez said this his lady showed up at the house and he didn't have a choice but to move in with Trish. So they let us know what? He was living on her too. That's crazy. Missy Love said, I think he came over and he never left. I do too. Missy Love said Trish has his replacement already. Facts. Two Latrice said, I'm tracking with you, Dee Dee. Thank you. Missy Love said, Sister Scene had me like, huh? Me too, because that was crazy. Missy Love said, I'm thinking Trish might be borderline since everyone keeps saying that she has an explosive temper. And I want to say to that too, Missy Love, the reason why I kind of said that without going into a lot of detail, I feel like that because I believe sometimes when you have been abused in different ways, ABUs, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on uh, YouTube or not. I'm getting tired. I don't forget. But anyway, a lot of times the those who have been ABUs end up becoming an AB user. Just letting you know. I'm not. I'm not, but it's a lot of people that do. They either become an advocate against it or they become one themselves. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to go into some of those videos about that. Missy Love says, Star Child, all these people will work your nerves. Yes, they do. Two Latrice said, I think Martell did not know Trish was coming. I read this before. And Martell and Courtney may have had some words. I believe that. I think Stormy just wants attention. I don't think she's leaving. I don't think she's leaving either, but that's what we're going with. Two Latrice said, I agree the reunion should bring it all together. I hope so. I don't know if they're going to really do what they're supposed to do, but I hope so. Missy Love says, they never play the reunion right though. CK lets the Scots overtalk everyone and they don't ever answer questions directly. I agree with you, but this time, Missy Love, they are a non-factor in this. That's what I'm loving. Have y'all noticed that this season? The Scots are not a factor. How this Trish and Ken situation overshadowed them, I don't know, but it has. Jersey Girl is laughing. Tula Tree said, Did you see his audition for the Taste season 2? No, I didn't, but I am going to go back and look at that. So, hey, I got through the comments. I just want to tell y'all from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I really wanted to do this. I try to stay away from Love and Marriage Huntsville commentary because we know how I can get. But I didn't even care this time because I felt like this was really important to talk about because they tried it. They tried it, but we are so smart. We're critical thinkers and they can't fool us, okay? So we all put it all together and now the people who was supposed to make Mel look like a fool, once again, it exploded in their faces, and that's why I love it. Two Latrice said the Scott should not even be on stage during the rest of the cast with the rest of the cast. I feel like that. That's true. Two Latrice said, "Thank you for the great commentary. I really enjoyed it." And review hour said, "Great commentary. Thank you, thank you." And next time I'm gonna go a little earlier because I really didn't even mean to talk this long. But hey, when you in good company, you can't help it. Jersey Girl said, Stormy and Courtney facial expressions said it all at the dinner scene. They looked in disbelief. They sure did. Love your commentary. Until next time. And Jersey Girl, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna work on being more consistent. So keep rocking with me. Thank you so much. I love that you always encourage me to. Ro React said, Hey, I've been in the bushes. Love you, love y'all. Great show. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ro Reacts. And I gotta catch up on your new videos. I've been seeing them, but I gotta catch up. And the network specialist said, Great conversations. Good night, everyone. Good night, everybody. And before we go, I got to close it out with my sayings. First of all, let me show y'all this again in case y'all don't understand what I'm saying. This is Love Seen Heard, my channel. If you've been with me for a while, you know I'm on a journey. And I feel like a lot of us should be on the same journey of finding love, being loved, being seen, and being heard. A lot of times in many people's lives, they don't get those three important aspects. So over here, where the love shines, as you can see, and I'm trying to work on my name. I came up with Starlights. Y'all let me know if you like it or not. Let me know. But I started to. I want to call us the Starlights because we shining over here, and I want us to do better. And I want to grow and learn, and also go on this journey with each one of those who are going on the journey with me, and really encourage each other. And I want to give the commentary that, or the I say I want to do videos that make sense and really change things. So I hope that I can do that with my commentary and the different videos I put out. But before I go, I do want to say, if you didn't feel love before you came, I hope you feel love now. Cause I love y'all. Seriously. The fact that you stayed with me this time and let me get all this out of my head, and the fact that you all saw the same things I saw makes me feel good. I'm not going crazy. I love that. So thank you. But I also want to encourage you to show love to others. Please do. If there's somebody around you, just show a little love. It doesn't take much. It doesn't cost money to be loving. Also, if you haven't been seen today, I see you. If you put something in the comments and I read it, you know I see you. I hope I welcomed everyone because I want you to know that you're always welcome here. If you know of someone that looks like they're hiding in plain sight, and I'm saying this because that used to be me, make sure you let them know that you see them. If you in a grocery store and some people have the look on their face, and you know that they're feeling down or depressed, sometimes it only takes a smile to let people know that they are important. Everybody can't do it. It's not everybody's personality, but it doesn't take much and it doesn't cost anything. If you needed to be heard today, I hope I showed you that I hear you. And I really enjoyed the commentary of the back and forth conversation in the chat. I enjoy all of that. That makes me feel good. So I wanted to make you feel like you were heard as well. And if there's somebody on your mind that you may have not talked to in a while, give them a call, give them a text. And then when you say hello, how you doing? Listen. For real, listen. Don't just if they say fine, if you can pick up that they're not really fine, probe a little bit because they may need that. There's a lot of depression out here. There's a lot of people who are suffering mentally, and all they need is someone to let them know that they are important. So if you can do that for someone, that's a gift for you as well as them. It'll make you feel good that you gave them that one little thing in their life to let them know that their life is worth living. There's a lot of people who are unaliving themselves daily because they don't think that anybody feels that they are important. So if it only takes a minute to listen and hear, whether it's your children, people in your family, your friends, your neighbors, or even people you don't even know. So I encourage you to do that. I try to work on that myself every single day. But I want you to know, when you're here, you're going to be loved, seen, heard, and this is where the love shines. I want you to all have a great night. I look forward to seeing you around the YouTube streets. And as always, I'm out. Good night.